Welcome to Lunch Bunch. And today my little guy is gonna get cheese, Peter Pan squash, butter, crackers, dried fruit, it's mango today, and I'm gonna need a few toothpicks and a fold and go and another container. Today's surprise ingredient is Peter Pan squash, because when my little one says, hey, what's for lunch? I'm gonna go, you're having Peter Pan lunch today because this is Peter Pan squash. And I don't know, if things are kind of cute sounding, sometimes it helps just sell their vegetables to them. So I'm cutting them into big round discs, and that's so it's fun to eat. They look like stars. Making things appetizing in your kids' lunch is really important. And to have variety. You want them to look forward to the surprise that they're gonna get midday after they've been working really hard studying. So I'm adding in 1/4 cup of water. I'm turning my stove on high and I'm adding my little pieces of squash. I'm gonna parboil these. And the deal is, I want my kids growing up liking vegetables, and they will like things when they're introduced a number of times. If you don't start this when they're young, they're gonna be afraid of those new things they're introduced to when they're older. So they say if you introduce something 10 times, by the 10th time, your child should like it. Well, I want to increase those averages, so I'm going to make it delicious and throw it in a lunch and make it look pretty, and then hopefully they'll like it the first time. I never got away with not seasoning my food for my kids. If it's salty and buttery, you're going to have a better chance of getting them to eat it. This is no joke, and I know you're probably mad at me right now for adding the sodium. But if you don't and it's tasteless, they're not going to eat it. So that's going to cook on high while I get the rest of their lunch ready. This is going to be a vegetarian lunch today. I've got these little bites of cheese. Any kind of cheese is fine. These are mozzarella cheese balls and they're really soft, and varying the texture helps with your child's interest in their food. This is definitely going to be a finger food lunch today. So I'm just popping these in their little container. Their crackers are just going to go in a fold and go. And twist it up. That'll stay fresh for a few hours. And today, 3 slices of dried mango rounds out that lunch and adds a little sweetness for the end of his meal. I also like to throw a napkin in, and today, just for the fun of it, I'm going to cut out a heart for Landon. So he knows Mommy loves him. So I write that name on that bag, and today, he's gonna get the star of the lunch, which is those little Peter Pan vegetables. And when he says, hey, what's for lunch? I'm gonna say, your lunch looks like that. He's gonna wonder all through math what that is. And as fast as I put that together, the squash is now cooked. It's a little softer, a little al dente, and it's so beautiful and bright. I'm gonna add a little butter to that and stir it up. That makes it yummy. It's going to go on top of the cheese. I'm telling you, I'm going to have a bite right now because that just looks delicious. It is. He's going to love it. I get grief on my YouTube channel because I don't put a drink in, but that's because he gets free milk or free water at school. So pop the lid on it, and this is going to be delicious, served at room temperature when it's time for his lunch. So book him, Dano, fold out the top, and give this to him as he run out the door and tell him to be good in school, because that's their job. All right, Elin, here's lunch. I'm Rebecca Brand. Subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you want in lunch. Lunch Bunch.